Hello everyone. In this video we'll be talking about how to choose your domain name for your website, and my name is Bruce Lucas. I'm the server admin of Broaddrive Hosting Solutions. The domain name is simply a name you give to your website or your business online. It's an internet way of naming your business or your website, like CNN.com, Jumia.com, you name them. And the domain name has two parts. That's one thing you should understand. They have two parts. You have the website name and then you have the extension. That's how the format of the naming goes. The website name is the name you give it, and then the extension, there are different types of extension that you can associate to the website. Let's understand the name. Now the name goes in different ways. If you want to choose a name, there are four main tips that you can take to heart in choosing a name. First, using your brand name. Let's say your business is Chicken Republic and you want to maintain that name online also, so people can find it easy to find you. Then you can say, example, chickenrepublic.com. Then if you are using a name that your customers can easily remember, you can say pidgin.com. So whenever they think of what they want to do or words they want to check up, they can just remember the name Pidgin and pidgin.com. You can also use the name that makes you stand out, Jumia.com. Jumia.com makes you stand out because it's not clearly an English word and it's not clearly also a tribal word, but it's just a word that sounds nice, it rolls off the tongue nicely, Jumia, but doesn't really have a meaning. And so you can choose such kind of words for your website, and then you're using a name that represents your mission, buypower.ng, buy Bitcoin, and so on. These are words that represent an action. And so these are the four tips I have for you on choosing a name. But understand something about domains and their extensions now. There are top level domain extensions like the .com, .net, .org, .edu, .gov, .mil. These are general domain extensions. Anybody can use them. However, there are country level extensions also where you have .ng, .uk, .us, and all of them are available to you. Now, I usually get a question, why should I use a .ng instead of a .com? Won't .ng limit me to as it regards my website? And I say no, it wouldn't limit you at all. It depends on where you want to be associated with. If you want to be associated as a Nigerian brand, you want to be associated as a UK brand, you want to be associated with just a commercialbusiness.com, right? So it doesn't really matter. Now, there are different types of extension, tips to choosing the extensions you want. Now, understand what is the business for. .com just means it's a commercial business. .net means it's a network business. .tech means it's a tech business. .store is store business. .club, a club, like a social club, and so on. A directory for .directory. If the extension you want to choose is as a factor of your association, then you're associated to Nigeria because you're based in Nigeria, then you can do a .ng, you can do a .africa because you want an Africa-wide brand, you can do a .me, you can do a .ngo, you can do a .author, so you can have like brucelucas.author, and then it tells people once they visit the domain that this guy is an author and I'm expecting to see a website about books he has authored and so on. And then if it's a project-based description that motivates your extension, you can also do the same thing. So you can have .ai, which means artificial intelligence for some products. You can have .io, which also means innovation. .app, meaning it's an app. You can have .co, .game, .hair. If it's a hair product, so you can have like Nancy.hair, means Nancy Hair Salon, right? That's also a domain name. It works very well like every other domain name. There's nothing too special. Domain names are pretty much the same thing. So I'll give you an example now. The company is Broaddrive Hosting Solutions, and our domain name is broaddrive.net. Broaddrive meaning the brand name, and .net meaning the hosting server networks, because net stands for networks. However, we have other domain names like broaddrivehosting.net, and we also have broaddrive.ng associating the business with Nigeria. Some wordy notes you should take out of this video class is the fact that domain names are paid for every year. Domain names are registered using domain registrars, just like us. So you can use us to register your domain name. A domain registrant is the legal owner of the domain. Very important, because some people will pay a developer or a designer to go design a website for them, and they will register the domain names in their name. It makes them the legal owners of the domain name. And so it's encouraged that you register your name yourself, or you make sure the developer you're giving registers the domain name with your own contact details. Number 4, domain names can be traded. You can buy and sell domain names as it were. Next, number 5, domain names are unique internationally. So if you register a domain name here in Nigeria, it cannot be registered anywhere else in the world. It is a global phenomenon. I hope with these few bits you understand what the domain name is, and you also understand how you can choose a domain name that will best suit your online presence. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.